to in this game because we hate all ISIS players. Hate them with a passion. They're all terrible at this game, aren't they? Says the ISIS player. Again, now the Elf Jarl's coming in. This will change the tide of battle a little bit, but it looks like the distraction or technique of the laborers building a town center going to be enough to hold on a little bit longer in this location. Bent definitely doesn't want the ISIS sitting on 3 town centers. That's the last thing he wants. And he also probably might want to consider getting this town center. It's definitely an option. It's been sitting there for all game. He's only lost it because he was too naive to be checking his minimap. Well, not naive, just not thinking about it. He didn't expect it to happen, so he wasn't thinking about it. But now he should be expecting to happen, so he should be thinking about it. Obviously, there is the siege towers though, just doing their thing. Trying to prevent this town center from going up, obviously, or at least for a little bit. And there goes the town center. So basically, sitting 2 to 3 town centers at the moment. IamAvely, Bent not having the economic advantage he used to have. IamAvely going to be able to pump out even more cavalry. He's also going to be able to start pumping mercenary if he needs to do so. He's also going to be able to push through again into this location if he decides to. He does have the siege workshop going over here, so he's going to be able to throw siege this way and also through this way. So we'll see what we'll be able to do with that. The Ulfsaki going to deal with the siege tower relatively easily as well. It's just ISIS gets so strong when he gets his foot like into on gear. Like if he gets that gas pedal going, there's not much you can do to stop it. So it's hard to see Bent winning this game from this position. He doesn't have economy, he doesn't have population, he doesn't have, I don't know, he just doesn't have anything going for him. Unless he can somehow hit a mythic age and get a really nice tier and then secure this location for a baluster to pick off this fortified town center. Unless he can do that, I can't exactly see much going right for him. Another siege workshop going up over here. If he can send a couple of villagers down here and try and grab this town center, it's not something that Bent's keeping tabs on, so it's definitely something he can do. But now Bent going to be trying to grab this town center with those Ulfsark within that house, obviously. I've never seen a 33-minute game with no fortified town center. Obviously, he doesn't feel like he needs that extra population, else he would have grabbed it. But obviously no. Especially when he had that 6,000 wood in the early game, or not the early game, but the mid game. Now the medium spearmen of IamAvely really showing what they're good for. He might want to even consider buying heavy spearmen, but no, he's losing basically all his army. It'd be really nice now to see Bent go to the mythic age, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon because he doesn't have the resources. Oh, excuse me. The market's not really producing any more units, and he's only getting 17 gold a trip. Needs to consider rerouting that to here. It's definitely a safe route and it's longer, so there's nothing wrong with rerouting this location, especially because he'll get that extra gold income. But I think he's sitting kind of fine for gold at the moment, but just until this gold mine exhausts, and especially also got this mine, so he's not really, shouldn't be something he's worried about at the moment, but it's definitely something he's going to be concerned about, or at least in the back of his mind. Looks like IamAvely is ready for round number 52, sending siege towers in, going to try and kill off this hill fort and maybe a couple of these villagers. But more hill forts going up for Bent. Seems like he's almost happy to lose this hill fort in exchange for this hill fort. I can't see why, but I don't think Bent feels he has the population yet to deal with the army. He's just going to be grabbing this town center and seeing how he goes like that. And now he's engaging all the elf jarls in the front and really tanking all the damage while he's throwing axemen, deal as much as they can. The thing is, now the siege towers have killed this location. They can now move on to the town center. If IamAvely somehow manages to kill off this town center, there's really not much that Bent can do to keep himself in the game. He's still sitting on 2 town centers. Yes, he's got this town center going up, and there's 10 supply worth of units there, which can come over into the fray now to help out. But he's strapped for population again. It's getting killed. It's only on 120 of 125 when he should be on 160 of 160 at this stage of the game, at least, to be competing. But yeah, the town center's going down. I would love to see this Norse player win this game. It would be amazing. And there we go. Looks like Bent finally spotting the siege workshop. Gonna come in and probably kill it off because he's just that pissed off about it. He's done so much damage this game. It's something for everybody to put into their game now just by watching this game. Side builds with siege towers are just so effective because you just have to keep tabs on it the entire game, and it's really hard to do. Again, Bent's strapped to, he's got the population now, but he doesn't have the production facilities. He's in the same position he was in before. He has 4 longhouses back here, but he's not using them, which is, interestingly enough, I don't understand it, but okay. If he was using them, then he'd have many more units. Now IamAvely has an incredibly powerful army of chariot archers and spearmen. He now has probably sitting on 160 supply. He's missing a house. Where's that house? It's going up. Needs to continue building siege towers in order to push through this location. You can't simply just chase around with spearmen. You need to get more upgrades if you want to do that. He's sitting on no upgrades. That's why he's struggling so hard with this armory here. This siege workshop though hasn't been scouted, so if he maybe just sneaks in another siege tower and clicks off this town center as well, it'd be another thing nice for him. However, siege towers coming in from every single angle. He's sitting on 169 supply now. This town center doesn't look like he can get held. Bente has, however, changed his rally point for his market over onto this town center. However, this town center is about to go down, so that's not exactly going to be a good thing. And then IamAvely is going to be able to grab this town center and then push in further. Hopefully that's what he tries to do instead of something else. But looks like Bent's going for a counter-attack now. Going to come in and try and take out this fortified town center. If we check IamAvely's gold, he doesn't exactly have the gold to deal with this, so it looks like Bent might be able to do a bit of a town center swap here. If he can kill off this. That would also put a large dent in the trade route of IamAvely. So if he can pick it off, it looks like IamAvely's bringing all of these wood villages over. Going to try and repair, maybe? Yep, he's going to try and repair this location. He doesn't have a pharaoh anywhere in sight though, so it looks like it's probably going to go down. I feel like there are enough units here to take it down, and if it's not, then I feel real bad for Bent. And it's just going slowly. There we go, and it does go down. However, there's all these mercenaries now to deal with this attack, as well as the chariot archers coming over as well. But now is Bent's opportunity to retake this location. Yes, he's taking down this location, and he should be happy with that. Now he needs to retake his own town center, just to deal with that attack which he couldn't deal with. Obviously, if you can't deal with an attack head on, why not try and deal with it in a different sort of way? Picking off the siege tower, the battle boar, not really doing anything, but these priests who don't even have their funeral rites upgrades, kind of sad. A priest without funeral rites shouldn't be a priest at all. They don't do enough damage. Just look how little damage that's done. Like, sure, he's a hero, but it's like, what, 10 damage a shot? Sad times, for sad times. Bent's options now are to probably sell some food, grab this town center is more important, and then try and grab this town center, or at least keep this town center down for a long period of time. And it looks like a little lone spearman coming in, trying to pick off some of these beefy ox carts. Ox caravans, sorry, not ox carts. Ox carts are not beefy, especially as a he's Thor. Oh well. Idle villagers though are all over the place, and the spearman does get picked off. But Bent now, IamAvely now, yes, no, Bent now noticing where the trade route of IamAvely is, easily able to wall this off. Definitely needs to think about doing that at least a little bit. Bent, on the other hand, needing to deal with these siege towers just running amok, so he's going to be picking off this forward siege workshop as well. The siege tower is just going to sit idle until AvEvely notices it's there or loses it. One of the two. Bent's strapped for cash at the moment, not able to build that town center back up. But AvEvely, sitting 105 supply, doesn't have quite the resources to remax. Needs to thinking about getting back to that maximum supply. It's a really interesting game. It's not like the perfectly played game, but it's extremely guerrilla war. It's very much like that guerrilla warfare tactics where you attack everywhere and you try and do as much as you can. And look at another siege works just going up. So really interesting play by AvEvely, and really nice responses by Bent, but he's just, I can't say he's doing enough. The town center should go up. I can't see there's enough room for AvEvely to really get in here and prevent it from going up, so it's going to be back to 3 town centers, 3 town centers. AvEvely, though, not having the economy to get back up to max supply, and neither does Bent, but he does have a bunch of ox caravans here. How many? He's sitting at 23, which is more than enough, so he should be able to pump out a whole bunch of these Ulfsucks and Huskars. Does he have? He has one hill fort. Probably needs to think about building another one when he finds the cash, but he doesn't really have it. He also needs to build more raiding cavalry rather than the Ulfsuck, because they're not really doing the damage they need to do. But obviously the gold is the problem here, and that's why they're building such low gold needed units. That's 40 gold, 30 gold, and 20 gold, so there's not much gold in either person's army. Get your long games out, number 41 minutes in, and no wonder, no Titan. It's pure guerrilla warfare, still on medium upgrades here. It's really nice to see these sort of games. Again, is this what AvEvely's planning? Is AvEvely planning on taking out this market? Has he scouted it? He has scouted it. He could be planning on taking out this market with the siege tower, and then putting a push in here when he knows that his opponent has no gold. However, Bent doing the smart thing now, walling off this far town center. Once this town center gets walled off, the trade route of AvEvely is pretty much nullified. He has nowhere to trade to if this is walled off. However, the Axemen of AvEvely are going to probably be enough to deal with this. However, they don't have any upgrades, whereas Bent does have a couple of upgrades, but probably not enough either. So he's just going to retreat out now. So that's really smart. Losing units isn't what you want to do. It's really easy just to retreat out once you've done what you need to do. However, how is his supply going? He's missing something. He's missing fortified town centers still. 41 minutes into the game, he's still missing fortified town centers. It's a sad day when that happens. Maybe he just forgot the upgrade exists. Definitely got some rust on him. The siege tower really coming in. That's going to probably take out this location for the millionth time. Bent has a couple of idle military units, but you can still use the period button, I believe. It might be the backslash button. I don't remember. I don't use the default hotkeys, but you can use that to quickly cycle through and see what actually is going on. He does manage to note there's a couple of idle units over here. He's going to grab them and move them over here. This town center doesn't look like it's going to be able to, it might stay up for a little bit longer. Yeah, he's going to be able to keep that town center up. However, here's what's happening here. The barracks going up, the forward barracks, the matter barracks, not really, but whatever. Going to be trying to put some pressure on the market of Bent, which isn't secured at all. There's no walls around it. There's no nothing. He really needs to think about that. Bent got some idle infantry over here, which he's not really using. I want to consider moving them over here and dealing some damage there. But obviously he's not feeling that. He's just wanting them to stay idle. Actually, no, he's going to build a hill fort. There we go. He's also got the longboat there harassing the fishing ships of his opponent. He's built that dock on the corner, and he's finally putting some harass on that water, which he should have done a long time ago. And all of this damage is getting done, but there's just so many chariots and so many units from the ISIS player. He's just continually just coming back into this game. Picking off that siege tower, coming in. This siege tower, though, is probably going to get in and deal the bulk of the damage if he comes around this side. Actually, no, he's going to kill off the longhouse. Fair enough. You've been